welcome to the People Chronicles Storied Women. My name is Anna Rose Ingarra-Milch, and I am your host. I am also the author of Lunch with Lucille. Lunch with Lucille is a story of how one woman's life impacted another woman. And here at the People Chronicles Storied Women, we bring women from our community in so that we can learn from them as well. And today I have a special guest, and her name is Adrian Turner. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Now, Adrian has a whole list of credentials, so I'm going to allow her to introduce herself, tell everything that's on the resume in 30 seconds or less.
All right, in 30 seconds or less. My name is Adrian Turner, and I own an organization called Turner Coaching, Training, and Consulting. So I am a career coach. I am a new author. I provide training services to organizations large and small, and I also am a motivational speaker.
And you also have a crown.
Oh, yes. And I am also Mrs. Berks County, Pennsylvania 2018, and I'll compete for Mrs. Pennsylvania in May of this year, and that was inspired by you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Oh, okay.
You see, you inspire people by existing sometime.
Well, you were a speaker for the Women to Women Expo.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And when they mentioned that you had received your recognition, Ms.
Pennsylvania Senior America.
I said, well, there must be a Mrs.
There you go.
There you go.
Excellent. Well, congratulations for that.
Thank you so much.
It's fun. It's been that's a fun thing to do.
I'm excited.
Yeah, good for you. And this is Adrian Turner's book. It's called FIT, Fit for Success. And the FIT, F stands for?
Fearless.
I.
Inspired.
T.
Transformed.
Exactly.
Very
good. That's wonderful. Okay. Now, the first question we always ask our guests is, what is it that you want us to remember from our little chat today?
What I'd like you to remember from our chat today is that you can be your best self, reach your greatest potential, and excel in life.
So that's a good thing to know.
Yes.
That's a very good thing to know, to be your best. So tell me, how do we do that, though?
Well, one of the reasons why I feel so passionate about getting people fit, so to speak, is because I noticed, not just in my own personal life, but even when I was working in corporate America, that individuals were just settling. They were just, following a norm, and they were dissatisfied. And I said, why are you not reaching for more? Why are you waiting for someone to ask you? Why are you waiting for like a job to post? Create a job and have someone come to you. So in different areas of my life, I noticed that people were just, going on with the day-to-day, and there's so much more to life. And that was my inspiration. I had a wonderful career.
Well, what did you do in your other life?
So before starting my company, I had worked for almost 23 years for Merck & Company, which is a large Fortune 500 pharmaceutical company. And I worked in every area: operations, manufacturing, sales, and marketing. And I was doing very well, but
very well financially.
Financially, and I was excelling up the corporate ladder.
Okay.
But I'm going to be honest, they didn't like they were having too much fun up there.
Up that ladder?
The more that I, started to be in management, I started to see that they spend a lot of time away from home. You're in meetings all day, and here's the biggest thing, not just from being in executive management, but being in a corporate environment, is that the only people you get to know are the people that you're around every day. And so I just wanted to branch out and get to know more people and have an even greater impact. And that meant I had to go beyond the corporate walls. And I'm thankful that I did, because I'm here today with you, right?
So how do you do that, though? How do you, what does it take for someone to really, put all this, what our society would say would be success, put all that success aside and then start something whole new? What does that take?
So I won't say it's putting that success aside. It's taking that success and building greater success.
Oh, good.
So that's exactly what you need, is to be fearless, to be inspired, and then to be transformed. And I went through that process. There's a physical piece and there's a mental piece about it. But the first thing you have to do is to believe it is possible. Like, everything starts in your mind. And so when I was considering making the transition, I went to every conference that you could imagine. I'm a big fan of T.D. Jakes. He's a large spiritual person. I flew to his conferences in Texas. I was going to all kinds of motivational presentations. I also love Joyce Myers. I don't know if you know her.
Joyce Myers, sure.
But I just needed to feed my brain enough so that I could be strong enough so that when I started to go down this road, I could have the mental courage to be able to push through, because there are tremendous obstacles, at least that I've experienced.
So give me some of the obstacles. Share with us some of the obstacles, because I'm sure that other women out there will probably face some obstacle as well.
Well, I'm going to tell you that becoming a coach was not my first entrepreneurial experience. When I left corporate America, I didn't have a plan. I was just like, I was going to do something new with my life. And my husband and I invested in an assisted living facility.
Okay.
Now, this was back in 2008. I decided to spring out in the midst of a financial crisis. So here I was making 6 figures a year. And then I said, I'm going to start this new business. And I must have met with 30 or 40 bank presidents and associates and got a no every time. So when that didn't work out, I said, okay, what do I have to do now? But through things that I learned in my corporate career, because you take those things into your life, I said, guess I'm going to have to go back into the workplace until I figure things out. Short story, went back into the workplace and started working on the side of trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Because what's going to happen if you don't have a definite plan is through your experiences, you'll kind of see where you fit, what you like, and what is best for you. And I started would you believe this? I started a talk radio show online because I'm a gabber. And I was like, I'm learning all this great stuff and I want to share, and how can I do it? And through that, I met a marketing coach, because at this time, social media was just becoming big. And although I had done pharmaceutical marketing, there's nothing like social media marketing. And it was new. And when I met with this woman, a light bulb went off. And with a lot of my clients, that's what they tell me. A light bulb goes off and you go, that's what I was born to do.
That's wonderful.
And that's how it happened. And after I talked to her, I was on a plane less than 2 weeks later going to coaching school, and things began to, all of this is while I was working full time because I had to re-enter the workplace, but at night and the weekends I was still trying to work out a plan.
That's great. And I think one of the things that, when you were talking, some of the things that really resonated with me was that you have to see it, so you really need to have a vision of where you're going to be.
Yes.
I know, and I don't know if you know when you wrote your book, but when I wrote my book, Lunch with Lucille, one of the things that I saw was standing in front of people, telling people about the book.
Yes.
I didn't see myself in Barnes & Noble signing it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that, but I did see standing in front of people, mostly
Yes.
women, and looking out and seeing the women there and seeing them smile back at me and seeing them giving me the thumbs up and seeing them being very encouraging to me. That's what I saw,
Yes.
So you have to have that vision. You have to stay open. So that's basically what you did. I I think it's just best practices. It's not that you get to that point in life where you can really, you grab hold of that and say, I see it, now I
Yes.
can do it.
Right.
Now that's what I'm aiming for.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be so defined in the beginning. What I knew is that I like to share helpful information. What I knew is that I like to inspire other people. And what I knew is that I like to dress up. So how can I do all three of those things?
It's all, but it's all part of it. You
Right.
gotta look the part. You
Right.
have to look the part.
Right.
If you're telling people to be their best, then you very well had better be shooting
Yeah.
for your best
Yes.
as well.
And not just, again, physically, but mentally, because any change or transition that you go through, even just our regular growth, it requires that we really exercise our mental muscle.
It does. It truly
Yeah.
does. And we exercised our mental muscle today on a Monday morning.
Yes.
We thank you for coming, and I thank you for coming, Adrienne. See, didn't that go fast?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay, we're going to wrap it up now. I just want to say congratulations to the Eagles.
Yes.
And we made it in today to do this recording.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for listening. Thank you for following Storied Women on the People Chronicles. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The People Chronicles, and you won't miss any stories.
These stories are made possible in part by Spring Ridge Financial, Heidelberg Restaurant, Queen City Restaurant, and P.J. Willihan.